This slam is called Hands, and it is dedicated to my older brother, Nick. I've only ever had one person in this life saturated with strife. I used to pull hurt out of my heart every day like it's a knife. And too many times I've fallen victim to the monster of distrust. And the following have built me a mask that have allowed me to hide my feelings and my past. So I would go home at last, to the nest, just to watch it fall. But there I had Nick, the brother who had to become a father, always there to catch my fall, fulfilling the order, no matter how tall. And it's hard to watch your mom drink herself to an early grave. It gets you thinking, what did I do wrong? And it begins to shave more and more off your self-esteem. But he was the one there to lean in and say, it's all right, man, it's not your fault, you just gotta be brave. It was because of him I was able to walk her to the home with my head held high, telling her, goodbye, I'm never coming back, only to then turn to a friend who left me to drown in the deep end. Yeah, Wes, I told you what I was going through years back, and all you did was turn it into an attack for the whole school to repeat, and after that I was having troubles getting back up on my feet. But you were wrong. You thought this would make me weak? It only made me strong, and it wasn't long until I moved on. But now, unbelievably, you want to speak with me? Huh. Just stop talking, because no matter what you have to say, I'm always gonna keep walking. You broke a truce. You just had to feed the flames and play the games, and all of this had me contemplating dangling off the end of a noose. But I moved on. So watch the strings, attached to this arm and that arm, suspend me. Don't be an alarm, have no fear, it's just a stepmom trying to play puppeteer. Full-fledged battleground every time she was around. She thought she had me under control, but she soon found I was no average Tom when she tried to throw my anger back right in the face of my now sober mom. And when Nick was around, he wanted to say it was wrong, wanted no disrespect, so he did what he could to level the effect. Gave me a pad, a pen, and told me to write about what stung. How did it happen, Dad? Every time you brought up divorce, you let her turn you with her manipulative force. And when it finally came about, all she did was scream and shout, picking at my sores, waiting for me to take a swing so she could, ring, ring, here come the police, and she could happily sit where she wants on top of a world throwing out taunts. And who was there to calm me down? Nobody but Nick. We would sit on Facebook, talk, and clown around. It was then that I realized he's the only friend I'll have forever, and he's the only one that will always be there to make it better. So thanks, bro. Now listen here, I mean it down to every letter. Thank you. Thank you for the attitude of speak your mind and you don't have to hide what you believe in. For that, I give you gratitude. But I've got a question for all of you. Why would you make somebody hurt just because it makes you feel better? Instead, sit down and listen to what they have to say. Be the Nick in their life, not the knife. I've had many people hurt me, and I could go on in lists, but at some point, you have to realize you can't shake hands when they make fists.